Okay, sorry about that. I'm good.
Hello, and welcome to the 5th episode of my show 28611 with Billy Wilson. Tonight we have a great panel of guests, and next we'll also have a great panel of guests, including Mark Rodriguez, Karen Nelson, Daniel Benes, Matthew Rappaport, and musical guest John Levy. We're going to get this episode started by having each person introduce himself, starting with George and going alphabetically.
All right. Hello, everybody. My name's George. I actually used to be a guitarist for a small band. I don't know if you heard of them, Third Eye Blind. I'm just kidding. I'm just a normal guy. I met a lot of cool people on here, and I'm friends with Billy, so nice to meet you all.
Nice to meet you, George.
Nice to see you again, bro.
All right, I'm next in the G. All right. I brought my G. I'm Gretchen. I'm a creative artist. I'm based in Sydney, Australia. I post photos and music on Google+, and you can find me here. And my website is being updated, so I'm just here for now. Good to be here on your show, Billy.
It's great to have you. And Keith?
Hi, I'm Google Plus's Keith Barrett. You can find me on pluskeith.me, and I live stream a lot of Hangouts on vidcastnetwork.com. A great many of them photography, and it's great to be here. Thank you.
And Lois?
Hello, everybody. I am Lotus Carroll. You can find me at lotuscarroll.com, on G+ as Lotus Carroll, as well as everywhere else. I am a photographer and a blogger, live in Austin, and I co-host a weekly video cast on Wednesdays at, on Wednesdays at 10 Central Time, called Photo Talk Plus.
Hi, I'm Tim Clary. I'm an artist and graphic designer. I work mainly in ink and watercolor washes. And I'm pretty active on Google+, and you can also find my work on plustastic.com, which is a collective of a few artists on Google+, as well as Flickr. I have a lot of work on Flickr as well.
And I guess we'll go with Jordan, who just joined us. If he's there yet.
Oh,
No
mic yet. No mic yet.
Yeah, we don't hear him.
He's baking.
So I guess we'll have Vivian introduce herself.
Hi. Sorry I was late. I was having some weird webcam problems, but I think I fixed it. I don't know. But my name is
Warren Vivian. It's on your computer.
Don't give it away, the secret. So my name is Vivian Gutzwa. I can be found, I guess, primarily on Google+. My website is nythroughTheLens.com. And if you go to my website, you can pretty much find every other place I exist online. But that's it.
And if Jordan can...
Hello. Is it working?
Yes, we can hear you.
I can hear you now.
Yes. I have managed to figure it out. Excellent. Me introduce myself, yes?
So, yeah.
Okay.
You're up.
All right. My name is Jordan Oram, and I am now farther down the coastline than I was last time, visiting at my friends at a going-away party for myself, which is kind of cool because I've closed myself off in a room, and I'm not going to hang out with them for an hour because I'm hanging out with you. And they're like, sure, you're hanging out with your friend in the closet.
He has no friends.
Oh, see, there we go.
None at all.
Okay, so I'm introducing myself now. So okay.
Keep calm and carry on.
In your closet. Okay.
Would you please get in the closet?
And there's a dog.
Oh, he wants to be on TV.
He's got a broken leg though.
Aww.
Everybody go, oh.
Look at the poor.
He would have some serious odds if he was wearing a cone of shame, though.
Alright.
Okay. Farewell.
He looks like he hates life right now.
Yeah.
Come on, puppy.
Bye, Roman.
He likes
What are you
Jordan.
doing to me?
Aww.
Oh,
I have a dog here too, but compared to that dog, he looks more like a rat.
Oh no. See the dog. Oh, he's cute too.
I'm good. this dog would eat that dog.
Totally. In one bite.
So my name is Jordan Oram, and I'm a photographer and a writer, and on Monday I'm going to be traveling across Canada, and I just launched my new website, so jordanoram.com or maplemusketeer.com, and yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm not sure how it's going to work out, but we're going to find out and have fun.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's me.
So this is going to be Jordan's last episode for quite a while. He's usually a regular on here, so he's going to be taking an absence for quite a while.
Send off, huh?
So
Yes.
one of the biggest changes that happened this week was the new Google Plus interface. So I was wondering how people think about that. What are the good things? What are the bad things?
You like white space?
I think it depends on how large your monitor is. There's like a direct relation between the size of your monitor and how much you like it, because your white space is going to get exponentially larger.
Well, my monitor's very big, so.
Oh,
So you can handle it.
I have a 17-inch laptop, and for me, it's like perfect. It's not an obnoxious amount of white space. It's a nice little buffer for me.
Not too big, not too small,
That's
just
right. Just right.
There's so much talk about white space, but all I did, like, I had a lot of white space myself because I'm on, a pretty big monitor. But all I did is I just zoomed in on my page, and the problem was solved. I mean, I don't understand what the big deal is. Yeah.
I
One
wonder
thing
what
I-
they're going to do with it.
Change is scary, right?
Yeah.
So I have bad news for other Google people.
I mean, do you remember how much drama there was over, like, the smallest changes? Oh, the +1 button changed color. Everybody did it.
It was the end of the world.
Changed the logo.
I couldn't leave my closet for years.
Will be moving on.
Hey, I missed that logo though. That's a touchy subject still. I like the colors.
I did. I like
Speak of this again.
As a graphic designer, this one's an improvement. Whether or not it's as close to the brand as the previous one, this one aesthetically, as a graphic designer, is an improvement.
Are we talking about the multicolored one when we talked about the previous one?
Yeah. The one, the black with the bar of 4 colors at the top. I think that's the one we're talking about, George, right?
Yeah, I love that. It's so near and dear to my heart.
I like that one too.
Yeah, I liked it better too.
I hate the way square photos are displaying on the new format.
Oh, the shadow?
I hate the shadow.
The burning
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't like the extra mirrored side thing going on. I don't like
the more vertical it is, the more bars you have on the side, and it's not just black. You actually have like slight detail.
Yeah.
It's very annoying. Like
I
I didn't
like
notice
it.
that at first when I was looking at the new interface, but as soon as I saw it, I was like, holy crap, what the hell were they thinking? But another problem I've noticed is
How do you
when
really
someone
feel?
posts like 5 photos in an album at once, it actually has like an icon at the bottom that covers the bottom of the top photo that says album of 5 photos, and there's like a little slide shows of them that you can click on, so it's kind of covering them, and that's kind of annoying me as well.
Yeah, I noticed
But-
that also.
Does that stay, or is that only when you roll over it?
No, it's always there.
Is it? Okay.
For the albums, it's always there. On the photos, they started putting, underneath it used to say, like, more photos from Lotus Carol or whatever.
Yeah,
And they moved
I like that.
to a hover mechanism. When you
Right.
hover over it, it pops up.
So
That's what she said.
I like
I know it's that you hover.
like
But-
when I was writing comments on photos, like I found it very useful that it would actually say right under the photo who the photo was by, because now I have to scroll upwards again to make certain I'm not plus mentioning the wrong name, because I've done that a few times where someone's like, what? Why did you plus mention that guy?
Because I like him.
Some of the
That's right.
Let's talk about him.
Well, I like
two
how
things that I liked about the new layout is you can now like start a Hangout on pretty well every page, and you have the chat bar, which people are
I
probably
like
going to
it
be
better that
using
you
a lot
can
more.
see all the Hangouts. They lay out very nicely now. They're all very visible when they're running.
I agree, Keith. It's nice having that whole page that you can just go to and look at.
Well, yeah, and I like that it was drastic. They made so many changes just at once, whereas opposed to the bits and pieces, like one at a time, we would have focused on one at a time, like you had mentioned when we just changed the logo or whatnot. But I like how they just threw everything out there, and now we're all kind of used to it at this time. So I mean, like,
yeah, to me, it's all very much more cohesive and clear and clean.
Yeah.
I like it so far. I haven't seen too many things that I don't like about it yet.
The trending topics, though, that was probably. I wish there was like maybe 10 listed instead of 5. But I love. I'm a sucker for trending topics. Like, regardless of what's trending, I'll click it and check out what people post. And that was like the one thing I would bitch about in the past. So they finally threw it on the front page, and I'm happy now.
So
And I
that'll
think
keep
that
you
people
on the site longer, huh?
Yeah, they sucked me in there.
Well, and people like the
It's Justin Bieber posts all night long now.
Hey, he pays my salary. Don't make fun of him.
I think there's security now. Like when people go into the page, because there's stuff on the walls, on the brackets. It's it's a safe place. There's things that tell you what to do. As before, it was just open. It was going off to infinity. Very vulnerable in that time. Now it's like joining a big hug.
You think it's a safe place, Jordan?
It was a safe place for me, anyways. But I'm thinking for the new people.
For the new people.
How many people have noticed that the tagline's now gone, except for if you click on the About part of your profile? Like, it always used to be right behind right below your name.
Yeah, I missed that too.
Oh, when
I like the
you roll over
tagline.
Yeah, that made me a little sad.
Yeah.
I won't be like automatically identified as an alcoholic anymore.
I do kind of like when you roll over, you get a full look at their profile, though. You know,
I was going to say, I like the new profile layout and the big
bar.
photograph.
Stop rolling over me, Tim.
I know. Well, I like the fact
Not
that
those 5 little
dirty
photographs
George.
anymore. You can do a banner or panoramic now.
Right.
I
Yeah,
think,
we were
I think
just talking
every
about that
option's like
before the
that
show
is cool.
started.
people are looking in the window at me now, wondering what's going on.
Your closet has a window?
Well, it's
Yeah,
actually
that's some closet.
they're like
Wave at them. Hello.
Jordan, it would have been awesome if you put duct tape over somebody's mouth and had them like come out of the closet like all duct tape on.
What are you
little head
sitting
comes up
on?
behind
too?
the couch.
The other thing.
What's that?
What are you sitting on?
A bed with like another bed behind, squished up against the wall, and.
Okay, if that's what you call a closet.
That's a closet. That's like a New York City closet.
It's like a
apartment.
small addition on the house. It's one of those old school houses where they just built like build a new room on it. You find them on the coast here, and yeah, it's cozy. It's homey. There's good books. Like questions you can't ask your mom.
I also find it a lot harder to see if someone's
That's a good
already
book in the closet.
or also has you circled. Like, it's now an icon instead of saying so-and-so is also has you in circles. Because it always used to be like right under the drop-down to add someone to a circle.
Yeah, I think that's another thing that we'll get used to.
I like that because now it's like.
But I was thinking,
as soon as they did
I
that.
was thinking about like new people. Like, it's going to be kind of confusing for new people because, like, they have to figure out what that symbol means.
But they know no difference.
But
So it's like the verification check mark.
I don't know. They're new, so it is what it is when they log on, and they just learn to navigate it from where
they're going to be adapting to so much other stuff, and that one, that is sort of a. I mean, you got to be a pretty good user to find that useful anyway. You know, so I think by the time that they need that, they're going to be well versed in everything else on the site.
I just like the fact that every time something changes, Billy's going to have a community show like this where we join and we're drinking and we pour out some for the features that are gone now and talk about the features that are new.
Well, what I want to know is, did they tell Colby Brown about all this new stuff before he shipped the final copy of
I
his
know.
Oh, no.
Probably not.
Can you give us some backstory, Lotus? I'm not sure what you mean. What?
He's written a book. It's a guide for Google Plus, which he just published.
Ooh.
And so I think Colby probably needs to get cracking on V2.
Was it published as a hard copy?
Kawasaki, right?
Yeah, what's the fuss?
But
Yeah.
myself, though, for all I know, he had some, information ahead of time.
Yeah, he was
But
on.
he was working closely with them,
So if
Maybe
you're working in the
it was his
digital
idea.
frontier ebooks might be a really good way to go that
Oh,
you can
definitely.
revise suddenly without having like boxes of this hard copy that all of a sudden aren't quite so accurate.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Or you get to put stickers in them, right? This page is a whole new sticker. There should be pictures of all of us in the stuff that's redundant. You turn a page and there's like different ones of us going.
Old logo here.
Yes. It got quiet.
It's too early to drink in Australia, but I brought.
Or were we all comfortable with it?
I've got water.
Well, that's good. What else you got going on there, Jordan? I know you're at a party. I know you got some moonshine in the closet.
Actually, there's some. I've heard tell up the coast from here. There was a bunch of people who during Prohibition used to make like brew moonshine, and then they'd bootleg it down to the States. And as time passed, it went out of fashion. Well, you could sell booze in the States, but families still would have their own special brands going. And so now there's like multi-generation bootleggers who have honed their ability to this like super fine level of taste and whatnot. And I hear that if you go to some of these parties every now and then, someone will be like, hey, check this out.
I can actually confirm that entire story because I worked in Johnston County, North Carolina, which is the moonshine capital of North Carolina.
Oh.
And moonshine, they take it. It's like a fine wine. They actually have their favorite families, favorite brands.
Totally. Yeah, passed down generationally. The artisanal quality of bootlegging. I saw. There's a book tour there. We should all go. Let's do it.
Sounds good.
Moonshine in
It's
America.
interesting that you now have, like when you do a Hangout on air, it's also broadcast on YouTube Live, and right now, there's actually like a tab and you can see the whole thing right now, and it actually tells you how many people are viewing right now too.
Finally.
Which I think is pretty cool.
Do we want to see this? If we open this, are we going to talk and do that reverb thing? And
For my shows, I know it's the same five.
Oh, don't open it then. If you're gonna
Don't
have a lot of
open it.
feedback,
Yeah.
like pause it before it starts playing, because I don't want like 8 people having feedback and then everyone watching is gonna stop watching.
No, that's like a giant dance party. You just got to get that echo going, and then
You're going to get fired, Jordan.
This is my last show, so it really doesn't matter. You can go bite me. What? Sorry?
It's like that, right? It's like your last day at work. You don't care anymore.
That's right. Water? Sure, it's water.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't burn that bridge. You might want to come back to it.
I know. Well, I'm working for being on the road, like on the Tonight Show stuff, where it's like, here's so and so, and they're in like the county that they make all the brooms in. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Are you? So you're not walking across the country, Jordan. Are you driving across the country?
I'm not driving, but I'm going with my backpack, and at different parts of it, I'll ride in different fashions, whatever I find. So in some
So you're
places,
hitchhiking across.
I'm
the
not
country.
hitchhiking. My mom would be very upset if I did. So I'm not going to be hitchhiking. But I know I have a lot of friends who travel around different places, and I mean I can take buses when I need to. I tentatively have a tugboat lined up to get from Vancouver Island down to the coast, so that'll be about 3 days on a tugboat.
Yeah, we want to hear about that one.
On a tugboat?
The tugboat.
There'll be pictures.
That sounds awesome. Where are you right now, Jordan?
Right in this large closet. Please get help.
Well, where is the closet located? Besides,
right now I'm in Gibson's on the Sunshine Coast.
Okay.
And so this is a 45-minute ferry ride above above Vancouver. And so this is where I've been. I grew up here. I've been here for the last 2 years helping my grandpa and working part-time as a massage therapist, doing the photography, writing. That's sort of expanded more. And now I'm sort of transitioning to going to be traveling and speaking and teaching and inviting people to be awesome and find out what their passions and strengths are. And yeah, I want to meet people and highlight what they're doing in lives. And so I'm going to make free iBooks. That's my theory right now.
Ooh.
Tom San Antonio in the chat room wants to know, how do you actually book a passage on a tugboat?
Well, you talked to your great.
You gotta know to get on the tugboat.
That's right. Well, pretty much. Yeah. No, my great aunt and great uncle own a tugboat company up the island in Campbell River, and so I contacted them because I'm gonna be up in that way. I'm gonna be all up in that way.
What have you been up to, Vivian? Sorry,
Vivian.
Jordan. I know you wanted to tell us more about.
Vivian Gutzwa. Did I pronounce it right?
Can you say your last name again for me?
It's Gutzwa.
Gutzwa.
No one ever gets it right. Yeah, it's Gutzwa. It's like OOTZ instead of what you actually say.
Is that Russian?
It's Polish. Yep.
I'm part Polish.
Because I've never heard it pronounced correctly, so now I know.
Now we know.
I feel like a fool. I've been saying Gukwa this entire time.
Yeah, I confess. That's what I thought it was.
Some last names are tricky. Billy, what's your last? How do you pronounce yours?
Wilson?
Wilson.
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 Wilson?
Wilson.
Yeah, the G is silent.
I didn't want Vivian to feel that we were picking on the Gutzwa.
Oh, it's all good. I have a whole life's worth of correcting people and joking about my own name. So
my last name is Oram. No, it's Oram. Oram. O-R-A-M. Oram. That's it.
I was just psyched because I actually didn't know that you were a musician, Gretchen.
Yeah, well.
And I saw that. Yeah.
And I read in one of your little blasts from the past posts with that beautiful painting that you used to be in a band too. Did you? Were you in a band?
Yeah. That was a really long time ago. That was like 11 years ago. I was in a band. That was like my thing. But yeah, I play keyboards, piano.
Oh, so did I.
Nice.
I play a mean Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
On what? A zither?
It's got the glockenspiel in the corner over there.
I played keyboards in a band that specialized in the Monkees songs.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Did you have a catchy name?
The Munchies.
Well, I play guitar and sing. I mean, I think amongst all of us here, we should get a big bus like on the Muppet Show.
Totally, I can rock a kazoo.
Yeah, mean kazoo. You can be the kazoo mistress of the kazoo.
I used to play clarinet. I did the whole band geek thing, but I don't think I could play it anymore.
Yeah, I will say that I don't consider myself a practiced musician. I'm a songwriter, and I sing, but a lot of what I'm doing at the moment is a cappella, and then I take my very rudimentary skills on the violin, keyboard, I've got a guitar, ukulele, drums, and I'm working on getting that into the computer with the voice. But
you
when
do all that, but you're not a musician.
Well, I didn't say I'm not a musician, but I'm saying I'm not a practiced musician. Like, I mainly sing on a day-to-day basis. I'm singing, or when I perform live, I'm just standing up and singing a song for people. But I haven't gotten comfortable with combining, say, playing the violin on stage and singing. It's a bit awkward.
And playing the drums at the same time.
Yeah, just got it all going on. So what I really want to do is kind of use this digital medium to bring it together and make little works of, audible visual art. That's what my idea is. But I will sing a song for you guys later. Yeah, just a cappella. No, not bringing anything out to the party, unless we can do that another time.
Often and again. Repeatedly.
Yes.
Hey, Eliza made it.
Oh, finally.
Yay!
Hey!
You have the right house? Welcome.
It's
Hello?
Liza. I've been seeing a lot of them.
Liza.
Sorry to interrupt. I found a very nice bus. Made it.
Awesome.
What's going on?
I'm psyched, I'm psyched to see Lotus. I've never seen Lotus in person.
Never in person, and I look just like my avatar tonight, so it's nothing new.
Good night.
I don't have a flower.
Oh, I'm ashamed of you. You told me you were going to bring a flower.
I was actually going to swipe one from the yard on the way in, but I forgot.
I brought a flower just for Lotus.
Oh, somebody loves me.
And I brought a hat. Trey was giving me grief about my hat, though.
Oh, I love your hat.
Oh, I liked your hat. I defended your hat.
I have a coat hanging.
Yeah,
What did he say about your hat?
he said I was treading a fine line, or maybe that women who wear hats tread a fine line, or
Oh, wait a minute.
something
I
Who
think
said
that's
that?
an awesome hat. I think
It's a
women
great
that wear
I love
hats
that hat.
are the bomb.
Gretchen, who did you say said that?
Trey?
Trey Radcliffe said that.
Did you see the Android hat he was wearing at the Austin?
Yes.
We can't talk about hats.
It's clearly hat envy.
Wait a minute.
This is an excellent hat.
Wait a minute.
I think that's actually one of the better hats I've seen.
He
That's
just yeah, I see. I knew Jordan would have the hat. What if I put the flower on the hat? Would that make everyone happy?
Ooh, look at that.
Ooh, that's very nice. I like what you've done with your
that.
set.
Online,
Funny.
cool and awesome.
You look like a spy.
Ooh.
Trey says my profile picture makes me look like a German swinger.
Yes, I've heard that before, Billy. And on the plus side, if you need a side job,
You could be a spy.
you could be a spy. We could make a spy movie.
Ooh, that'd be
Oh,
fun.
All these fun ideas. We got
Look
music.
at
Oh,
Keith.
Keith has a lovely hat.
I'm gonna find a hat.
Oh wow, look at Keith's hat.
wish
Let
I
me
had
check
a
it out.
cool hat
Oh,
now.
my good hat is in my car, I think.
Have
Yeah,
it.
Tim has like an epic hat.
You can wear your
Tim
badge.
has a legendary
Almost everybody wore it
mustache.
in New
Over
York.
the headphones.
I've worn your hat before, Tim.
You know,
You
it's
got
one of
to wear
those
it too,
kind of.
George? Nice.
It's one of those
I don't think I have any
hangouts when
photos
the
of
hats
you
come
in it.
out. Anyone else have good hats? Billy, do you have a?
Looking for one.
Here we go. Here's Trey. Here's Trey and his Android hat.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I think Trey is treading a line.
I think he's
I got a
turning
nice
the-
baby blue do-rag.
Well, and you know what? He asked me, how does it look? And I was like, that looks so good. You should keep it on.
He straddled
The
that line.
visor. I haven't worn a visor since about 1980.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right.
Android
Give me
hat.
some cards, Liza.
That's
What?
right. Let's play some poker.
Oh, Gretchen,
I
that
feel
does
like I
look
need-
really good with the flower on the hat.
All right.
How's that?
And then
Nice baby blue do-rag.
I just got to add the Tim Clary mustache, and I've got
Ooh.
like almost
You're a
everybody
super spy.
impersonated.
Oh, you know what I really like? I like these,
Actually, it's a bit Jordan.
I'm flying.
You got to get a little more curl for mine.
Jordan, I'm a beard connoisseur. Do you have to like trim yours, or does yours come in full? Do you have to not
Beard?
work? Yeah. Like,
It grows in really full. Actually, if you look at some of the profile pictures in the past, I had the biggest beard of my life this last winter, and I shaved it for New Year's morning for the photo thing.
gotcha.
Yeah, it was huge.
Some people's come in splotchy. Like my left side of my cheek comes in like there's always spots. It doesn't come in as full.
I get two little holes
love
right in
it.
here, and people say, "How do you shave that?" I'm like, "No, I don't. That's just natural." And the most disappointing thing is that my eyebrows grow differently. These ones get some nice long ones, but this one is all erratic. I can't grow even owl brows.
Owl brow.
Yeah, like the
Ooh.
wise old owl. If they grew equally, I just let them grow, but they don't. So I have to every now and then I'm like, oh, I should trim those because this is when people tell me they look weird.
Yeah.
okay, what's up with this? This is new.
Wow! Happy birthday!
What the hell?
Does it follow you when you move around? Because you
Yeah.
could actually take your strap off.
That is
Wow, that's
really
crazy.
weird.
Almost
That is
got
super
my whole
creepy.
chair backwards. That would have been
Oh,
awesome.
it's hilarious.
Just take the straps down, and then it's like you're bouncing out of a cake. Oh my!
Levitating.
Come to the hangout. I'll be wearing a cake.
I've got lots of hats here.
All right, let's see what I can get. I'm going to put some glasses on.
Lots of them have ears for some strange reason.
Mickey Mouse Club, Keith. Oh wait, where goes him?
Oh, there's glasses. Whoa,
Glasses are coming up.
The librarian.
Lotus had a monocle on before. Oh, very serious.
My favorite getup is the curly mustache, the monocle, and the black top hat.
And you've got them already.
I love it.
How many can you add on?
I think you can just keep stacking them. It seems infinite.
They should have a fake book so I don't have to hold this thing.
Add the cake to it.
The birthday cake prop
You could
is
read
new.
the birthday cake.
It's new. So they'll probably start adding new stuff to that little props section, because the props section wasn't there before.
It's Friday the 13th. There's nothing there for that.
They should have like a stabbing knife or something.
They should have the Voorhees mask.
A black cat.
Oh, it's Easter. We got the S.
Birds in space.
I think Lotus's flower.
I love this thing.
I think you're right, Keith.
Can you fog the glass up, Liza?
Hey, there's new stuff in here. This is new. Look. Oh,
it's sweetheart.
Okay, so where are these? In the apps thing, or?
Go into apps.
Don't
and
tell 'em,
Google
don't tell 'em.
Effects.
I don't want to
do it. It screws up the broadcast when I can't.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to break the computer.
Oh, it's an Easter bonnet.
Where's the pirate
This is
hat?
so not me.
Did they get rid of the
If
pirate
the
hat?
Hangout
You have
thing
to use the
screws up
birthday
from the
hat and
video,
cake at the
then
same time.
Where do we?
Birthday girl.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna go find these. I want to find that cake.
Wait, how did you find that? It's an app?
The cake is a lie.
It's all a lie.
Oh, look at the eyebrows
Yeah,
now.
apps and Google Effects.
Yeah, did
is
you
what
like that?
Oh.
Oh.
Those eyebrows remind me of the father from American Pie. Well,
Eugene Levy. He is all about eyebrows. That guy is he's like an eyebrow acrobat.
Look, I can fill in my beard with. Oh no, those are horns.
Oh, there we go.
He's a bunch of caterpillars that live on his face.
They should have mutton chops.
What the hell is that?
That's a mohawk.
That's scary.
It looks like a sea princess.
Yeah, you have a broccoli on your head or something.
The beard is having a hard time finding me. There we go. Oh,
There we go.
Well, things
I
are
look
back.
good as a pirate.
Billy, do you
I
hate
can't
me?
believe they only have one prop, though.
Oh yeah, that's good.
What?
You got the.
I said, do you hate me for starting this?
So at this
I just want...
We have gone
No.
completely off the rails now.
At this junction, I'd like to say that I'm 32, and when people say to me, act your age, I say to people, you know what? I hang out with all kinds of people having all kinds of fun, and we do stuff like this. So clearly, it's not an age thing; it's an awesome thing, and we're awesome.
Yeah, that's what we like to call it. Awesome.
Well, because
It's not pathetic.
no, you hang out with the other people that do stuff like this, and therefore you're all having fun.
No, I agree, obviously.
But why is it so high?
That's because that way it covers. It's a discretionary cake.
Oh, it's like a cleavage cake.
That's right. It's, you know. Well, see,
It would be more useful if you could put it on nether parts when somebody enters a hangout. And does
that's probably what it's for.
That does raise the
Covers
question, what is the cake actually
Exactly.
following?
See, it covers the taste. See, mine, obviously, this camera here don't work. I'm like serving cake.
I like the eye patch from Vivian.
Yeah, I'm liking the eye patch.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Dark, moody.
That was kind of funny you were wearing the
Yeah.
spacesuit and the goggles at the same time.
So,
that
what
was-
do people think of Facebook buying Instagram?
Oh.
They can spend their money however they like. It's theirs.
Is it-
If they'd like to buy me, I'm for sale for them.
Yeah, I've never used Instagram, so for me, it's a non-topic.
I think hipsters everywhere are losing sleep.
I haven't installed on my phone, but I don't think I've taken one picture yet. I don't really know.
It's pretty addictive.
I just started using it and I can't stop.
Me too. I'm the same way. Like I sat in the airport for an hour.
All right, so what is the appeal? I mean, there are a million photo apps, and I use a few different photo apps, but why is Instagram so amazing?
Well, on the other photo apps that you use, once you've created the photo, do you generally save it and send it somewhere else, or is there a built-in community right there to share it with in the end?
No. I use Camera Plus primarily, and I usually just send it and then post it onto Google Plus or Path.
That's what it was. I think when it first came out, that was the huge appeal, and that's what drew all of the users to it. Was, you know, they didn't have to put the photo somewhere else. There's this built-in community, and they're all really excited about photos. It's not like a social network where other stuff is going on too, and people are also sharing their photos, but it's just a photo sharing community. And you know, there's like all this joke about the hipsters who are upset about Facebook buying it. They like that it's just mobile. It's different because it's not online too. So I think that's it. It's just the the community that's built in. And for people who are starting to use it now that are already built into other social networks, maybe it's just a new fun thing. I mean, Vivian, you said you just started using it, right?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it reminds me of when I first started using Tumblr, where except it's all your own random shots, and I kind of don't have any pressure to make the shots look incredibly amazing. So I'm just like taking, you know, whatever that I see, and I mean, I have to admit I broke down when I got Snapseed, and you know, I found myself going down that route.
I'm gonna take an Instagram of you all if you don't mind. Do I have everyone's permission?
Do it.
Cool.
Sure.
All right. Everybody put their hat on.
I do too, but I definitely get the addiction factor. It's.
I gotta get a.
Well, that's a good
pirate
thing.
hat
Oh,
back
that's
in.
a nice one, Keith.
Giver, Fraser River.
That's a good thing then for Facebook, I'm assuming, because I was
Okay,
actually.
you can count us down.
Well, that presumes that I know how to do this, but
You pop the
there's only one
color.
problem, and that is.
Did anybody see that article that was posted?
Is that in my teeth?
I got a green box of two different people here.
I haven't seen it yet, but it's from the makers of Instagram, and basically they were interviewed like 2 years ago, and they predicted that this was their whole end game.
Selling it to Facebook.
Predicted. This
Yarr.
Yarr.
You're selling it to the Facebooker. Hey.
I mean, I think that's
But
the dream for a lot of app makers, though. They want to be picked up by a larger company that will spend a lot of money on them. So.
Well, what did Draw Something sell for? That was like a couple $100 million, and that had been out for what, 2 weeks or something ridiculous.
Not enough. They're valued at way more than whoever Zingo got a steal of the deal on them because they blew up immediately following that purchase. They could have gotten like probably $1 billion. That's the biggest app there is right now. Yeah.
I love that app. That's the one I'm totally addicted to. I play that thing every day.
Wait a minute. Which one, Tim? What?
Draw Something?
Draw Something.
But you're a drawing person.
Yeah, it's like
you don't have to be.
Pictionary, one-on-one Pictionary on the iPhone.
Do they have charade something? You know, can we like...
I don't think so. Not yet, anyway.
Siri will respond.
But I love it. I mean, I play with a whole bunch of people from Google Plus now. I play with Paul Roustan plays. He's amazing. His drawings are crazy.
And Eric Rice will play, and it's fun. He'll put his back to the camera during a Hangout, so you can see his iPad.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool, and it actually makes me want an iPad. It's the one thing that makes me want an iPad more than anything else.
Yeah.
Do they have a Paul Roustan feature where you actually get to draw it on a body, like the background becomes a body? You know, they should do that.
You mean, do they have a feature where you get to see boobies? Is that what you're trying to say?
Hey, well, movies have difficulty because of the chest hair. So if you want a clean drawing area, you know, clearly, I mean, that's just logical. That's no bias.
I keep forgetting I have the pirate accoutrements on.
Good thing you could only see out of one of your eyes, because that could have been awkward.
You lost me to Instagram here.
Does Instagram post to Pinterest? Have the, you know, are they combining with power?
Well, it
No.
depends how you could do like an IFTTT thing, like a hack of it. But no, there's no easy way.
I just
know-
basically put it on Flickr, and then I go from Flickr to Pinterest. That's how I did it the one time.
So someone right now.
Can you
Actually,
take things
on-
from your photo library and put them into Instagram and then post
Yes.
them?
Yes. So that's a lot. You can process them.
Yeah.
All right. But see, I joined Instagram before I joined Google, and then once I joined Google, I gave up on Instagram because I found it kind of limiting, at least back then, whatever that was, like 8-9 months ago or something, the processing that I could do on Instagram. But maybe it's expanded, and I didn't really get into the community there. I found Jamie Oliver was a big Instagram poster. He was posting pictures every day, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to go check it out now that Vivian's there and
You guys are all there now.
there.
You're all there now.
I don't know if I can get there from my tugboat.
Billy, I'm about to post one of Billy.
I've got this theory that the reason Facebook bought Instagram was because it's the only way they can get more people to join the service now.
Could be.
You think
Yeah.
they're suffering?
I think a lot of people who use Instagram use Facebook, so I don't know.
Well, and did it plateau with the fact that all of our aunts and uncles and grandparents are on Facebook now, and it's like, I don't want to have to talk about that. Awkward.
This brings up a
So-
good topic though, Jordan, because like I ignored Facebook for a while over at Google, but then family and friends was there, so you still go over there to Facebook to interact. But then like Jordan arrived and Lotus and Thomas and Vivian, and it was like, oh, this is kind of fun because the Google sphere had ballooned so much that it was harder to keep track of people, whereas I've kept the Facebook community very, very small. And so I'm just wondering what your guys' approach to it is. Do you post the same content that you post on Google, on Facebook? Do you try and alter it? Do you, try and hide things from your auntie in Florida?
That's
No
a great
topless
question. So do
shots from my aunt.
you guys, who in your parents know that they're on Google Plus?
But they don't know how to use that.
Yeah.
My
Mine do, but they don't know how to use it.
I tried to explain it several times.
My dad has posted baby photos of me on Google Plus already.
Oh,
Wow.
that's funny.
I saw that. Oh, it's cute. At least your baby photos are cute.
So, but he's very tech oriented. Like he understands. He's all into it. My mother won't touch a computer at all. So while she might know that I do all this stuff, she doesn't care.
My mom
So
has
at
been
this
asking
point-
questions, so I'm going to bring her up. I might
I'd like to give it
what?
to a musical guest. So I'd like to give the show to Gretchen for the remainder so that she can sing her songs.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
All right.
Wait.
You guys are ready for your song? Woo!
That was
All
lovely.
right. You can talk about it more later, Jordan. All right. So I'll sing a few short songs, and if you guys want to hear more, maybe I'll sing another one. This is an older song, but it's important to me, so I'll share it with you. And I don't need no sad song, for this road is 1,000,000 miles long, and I'm feeling like a child gone strong. Now hold on fast to your opinion, 'cause I've lived enough to sin some. I paid the price and over, like a girl gone strong. So I'm protecting tenderness, 'cause I need her by my side. Cherish now, before gone, like a woman strong. 'Cause we don't need no sad song, Oh, this road is 1,000,000 miles long, and we're feeling, yeah, we're feeling strong. So, it's a short song.
Yay!
Woo!
Sorry, I had to unmute myself first. I didn't want to make any noise while you were singing.
Yay.
That
Was
was
great,
fantastic.
Gretchen.
All right.
More, please.
More?
More,
Okay.
please.
More, please.
Please, may we have some more?
songs. All right. I had a bit of a cold this week, so I kind of ditched the song I wanted to sing you. It might get a bit funky. Here's one. It's a bit of an Australian song, this one. I have to have some water for tea. All right. You gotta be down low before you grow. Reaching for light before you know what it feels like to be alive. I am speaking no lie. Now I'm turned round upside down. I found myself in a new town. Now what can I say after so long? Hold up in old L.A. Yeah. Oh, they'll make you pay. But you gotta be down low before you grow. Reaching for light before you know what it feels like to be alive. I am speaking no lie. So hold me, but not back. I won't go that way again, my friend. It's time to round the bend. But there's no lost angels found on shaking ground, walking through the haze. This ain't no phase craze, 'cause you gotta be down low before you grow, and reaching for light before you know what it feels like to be alive. I am speaking no lie.
Awesome.
Yay.
Wow, you have a beautiful voice. I can't believe
Yeah.
you heard it before.
Oh, thanks,
There
you
we
guys. Thanks.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I really like your inflection and the way you phrase your words.
Sarah would
Yeah,
like to
cool.
sit here and have someone sing to you.
No, a couple of times I've logged on and just sung songs for people. Some guy said, I want to hear Amazing Grace, or I want, and there's something about just singing a cappella that kind of is a bit more, I don't know, it's going way back. It's going way back before we had instruments and computers, and a bit more like around the campfire.
Well, your
Yeah.
voice has to be a lot stronger to carry a song a cappella, too. You can't rely on anybody backing you up. You got to be it.
It's true, and I can tell you what, standing up on stage and just you and your voice, it's it's
Can be a little
kind of
intimidating.
you can feel a little naked up there, yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have your guitar to hide behind, your keyboards, but I've had a good response, so I keep going with it, and a lot of the songs that about 4 years ago, my brother-in-law, I went to visit them for Christmas, and he had a little recording set up, and he got his guitar out, and he's like, well, let's record your songs, and I was like, well, just let me stand in the box and sing them for you, and I recorded them, but it was the first time, honestly, the first time I'd really sung for anyone. So I've come a long way just sharing, putting it out there, and now I want to put it all in a record and just let it go so I can move on, really, because I've been carrying around the idea for a long time, and I think you can all relate to that, how it just, you want to wrap it up and let it go and do the next thing. But yeah, I've probably got about 20 songs that I just want to record, and I might do a series of a cappella recordings so that people can mix them. People who do only do computer remixes and other stuff, they're often looking for vocals. So it's amazing how many different versions you can get from one song. It's like letting someone edit your photo. You've got a photo, you give it to 20 different people, you'll come up with 20 different edits, 20 different, totally different looks. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yay!
Yay! Thanks for giving me the opportunity to sing, Billy.
Welcome.
You all right there? You all right there, my friend?
It's been floored by the music.
Is the show over? Do you want me to sing another one?
No, we still have 8 minutes. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do another.
I need
I'll
minutes.
do another one.
Do another
All
one.
right. Let's see. Let's put this one over here. Old events once real cause the pain that I feel. Now I've had enough of bitter stuff. I took a chance on life, made the choice, it's my right now, and I'm free to discover my humanity. Well, I remember what they did. No, it wasn't right. So I fight back by enjoying life. Oh, yes, I am enjoying my life. I took a chance on life, made the choice, it's my right now, and I'm free to discover my humanity. So you say that it hurts, torn apart by the words of an angry fool who done you wrong. But now it's been too long. So take a chance on life, make a choice, it's your right now, and we're all free to discover our humanity. We'll remember what they did, and no, it wasn't right. So fight back by enjoying life. Oh, yes, you can enjoy your life. 'Cause old events once real cause the pain that we feel, but we've had enough of bitter stuff. That's the end.
Wow. Man, that's gorgeous.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
So, Gretchen, have you recorded any of this, or, I mean...
I have about, probably about 6 tracks over on SoundCloud of just the acapella, but like I said, to listen to them is difficult for me because I can hear where the pitch is wrong or the timing's wrong, but they're out there. They're out there. Because at some point you just get over yourself and you're like, whatever. If people like it, they like it, and I'll just keep improving what I'm doing.
I totally understand what you're saying, because with my art, it took me forever before I've been putting stuff on Flickr for years before I ever thought about approaching a gallery or anything like that,
Yep.
So it takes a big, especially if you're, you're obviously good at it, and you put a lot of effort into it. So when you have that level of perfectionism, it takes a lot to get to the point where you're comfortable putting it out there to people. So I think it's amazing that you are, because I think your voice is incredible.
Oh, thank you guys. Well, this.
Loved it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
it's been
Yeah,
fun.
so when there's those times where you're like, when you're doubting and you're feeling a little squirrely and you're kind of getting down on it, because I think we all have those times ourselves with our voices, with our inner monologues, then I find that those are times where it helps to look back to the friends who are honest with us and don't have anything to gain and tell us the truth and tell us that, you know, we actually do things that are of value. And I think all of us here would say to you that you have an amazing voice and you really have a gift, not just with the voice, but also with the lyrics that you wrote. You know, the songs that you write and share were poignant and moving. And I'm honored that you would share that with us and look forward to hearing more and seeing where you go with that. Because as you invest in that experience, you're just going to continue to grow and become even better, and that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
So thank you.
Thanks, Jordan.
And if
And
you
somebody-
ever watch this
Yeah.
Hangout over again.
I'm never watching it over again. I can never watch. I spent some time in LA making movies, and I couldn't watch them. I don't know. It's too hard. I think when you've experienced something, that's enough. If you sit and watch it and pick over it, there's a time when that can be useful to teach you, you know, how to get better. But I find it quite uncomfortable.
Well, whenever you hear a recording of your own voice, you're like, I don't sound like that. You know?
Yeah.
Who's that guy? I sound way more.
We're all our own harshest critics too. So, I mean, when I look at my drawings, it's all I can see is the mistakes and the things that bug me, and it takes like putting it on a shelf for months and to, you know, especially something that I really am iffy about, and then I'll pull it back and look at it with fresh eyes and be like, you know, it's not as bad as I thought. Maybe I can post this now.
Yeah, and other people don't see it. Other people,
But they definitely don't.
They don't. And somebody said to me when I first kind of came out of the singer-songwriter closet, she said to me, "You're being selfish. You are being selfish by keeping that to yourself. Get over yourself and put it out there."
Wow.
I don't know about that one. I don't know how I feel about that comment.
You don't know how keeping it all to you. You're not sharing your artwork, Tim. You're not going to let the world see if they get
that would really bug me
pleasure out
if
of it.
somebody said that to me. I'd be like, you know, I made this. I can do what I want with it. It's not selfish or not selfish.
See, time and place, so that wouldn't have worked with you, but other things might have, right? So and I think it's always about finding different tricks that work to motivate us, and sometimes we say, this works for me, and other people take it.
You know, it reminds me of when I started blogging years ago, and then I had some things that happened to me that were very painful, and I blogged through them. And then I would get a lot of feedback from people saying, thank you so much. I mean, private, they would email me and they would say, thank you so much for going there and putting yourself out there because it helped me so much. Mm-hmm. So in a sense, I don't think it would have been so much, it would have been selfish for me not to share that part of myself as much as it just was very helpful that I did.
Yeah.
You know, and so you don't, I mean, so I think same thing like with sharing your art, because I actually have, you know, gotten those comments where people say, oh, you know, that just reminded me of something that was a really special thing in time in my life, just a photo, you know, and it made me feel really good. Thank you for sharing. So it's that statement. I've had it many times. People, thank you for sharing, and I'm like, wow, okay. Well, thank you for looking at my stuff. Is how I feel, but thank you for sharing. So there is that.
It gives people the permission. It gives people permission to share their own work, as long as they don't fall into the comparison trap, because that's dangerous. But for the past 3 years, I've been teaching. I work mainly with kids. I conduct these expression sessions, and it's just getting people to be self-expressive and not judge. So that was another conduit for me that, you know, if I'm teaching people to freedom of expression, well, then I've got to put mine out there too and just let it go out into the world, because there is someone out there that will gain something from it. It will help them feel or contemplate or resonate and just feel that someone else understands them or has been through that, or gives them, hey, if she can do it, I can do it kind of thing too.
Yeah.
So I think that's why Google is fantastic, because you have the support of fellow creative people. There's an audience of people who appreciate what you do because they don't feel that they have that skill, or they're just not ready to step up and put it out there. And then you've got this, format like this where you can actually get together and share. I think I'm digging it. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. And I was glad you guys were all here today, because there's only 2 of you I hadn't met before. And I just think, I love your work. You guys inspire me. Jordan, you make me laugh, man. You such a great laid-back personality. And Billy, is Tibby here, man? We want to see Tibby.
Where's Tibby?
No.
Tibby?
Yes,
He's
where's
not
Timmy,
around.
the biggest cat in the world?
He might be around a little later. But
How do you lose Tibby?
Keith,
it's been about an hour, and I like to keep the show about an hour, so I'm going to end it now. And it was great that all of you joined us, and next week should also be a great show. And also, tomorrow I will be trying out my the new thing that I'm trying to organize, Beginner Hangout Saturdays, where me and a lot of other people try to get new people to hang out, and we will be available to help beginners. So I'm going to end this broadcast. I'm going to invite everyone in this hangout into the after show. So I'll see everyone next week then.
This is lined up.
Thanks, Billy.
Billy.
Guys.
Thank